time ago in Japan, there lived a poor old man and his wife. They gave all their affection to a small white dog. He was called Shiro, which means white in Japanese. The couple's neighbors were unfortunately very wicked. For no reason at all. They hated the poor old man and his wife, and they hated the dog Shiro even more. One day, the old man heard Shiro barking and went to see why he was making so much noise. The dog was digging the ground beneath a tree at the bottom of the garden. The old man simply couldn't understand why Shiro kept on barking with all his might. Something very special must be hidden under this tree, he thought. All of a sudden, he shouted out to his wife, "Come quickly, I have found coins, gold coins. I can't believe it. There are gold coins in the soil beneath this tree." The next day, the wicked neighbor, who was really jealous of the old man and his wife, came round. "Please, will you allow me to borrow your dog Shiro for a little while, so that I can prove to him that I don't dislike him anymore?" The wicked neighbor took hold of Shiro's neck very roughly and dragged him to the tree. Poor Shiro began to dig, not because he wanted to dig, but because he wanted to free himself from the man's grasp. So he pushed the Shiro away and started digging himself. Of course, the wicked man found nothing but rocks and soil. He was furious. He struck Shiro with all his might and killed the poor dog on the spot. When Shiro's master heard about his dog, he was very upset. But he had such a kind and gentle nature that he did not even say one nasty word to his evil neighbor. And when he discovered that Shiro had been buried under a tree, so the kind old man cut down the tree and carried it home. He carved a beautiful bowl out of the trunk and gave the bowl to his wife. As the wife pounded the rice, it grew to 5 times the quantity. And then it seemed as though some invisible hand was making the most delicious cakes. Now, the wicked neighbor soon heard that they had been lucky with the cakes too. And so the wicked and jealous neighbor took home the bowl in triumph. Several days later, the kind old man went round to see his neighbor. "Would you be kind enough to return the bowl I lent you the other day?" he asked. Just as he was saying this, he noticed a large fire, which looked as though it had pieces of the bowl on it. The wicked neighbor saw the old man looking at the fire. "You can carry home a whole bucket full of ashes if that's what you want." Some months after that, when winter had come, all the leaves had fallen off the trees, and snow lay on the ground. The kind old man sprinkled some of the ashes under the trees in his garden. Then, a most miraculous thing happened. The cherry trees, the plum trees, and every single shrub began to blossom. One day, the old man heard a knock at the door. He found an elegant knight standing on the doorstep. The knight told him, "My master, a great nobleman, one of his most favorite cherry trees has unfortunately died. Please come to see this tree at once." When they arrived, everyone went into the garden with great ceremony, as the old man scattered ashes at the foot of the tree, and in no time the cherry tree was covered in blossom. The nobleman went nearly mad with joy. Old man, I would like to offer you a reward," he said. "This box is for you," he continued, handing him a jeweled casket. "It is filled with gold and silver and other precious objects. I would like to offer it to you as a small tribute for everything you have done for me." Now, of course, the wicked neighbor soon heard about all the wonderful things which had happened to the old man. So the wicked neighbor gathered the remaining ashes that had been left in his fireplace. The wicked old neighbor was simply delighted to be brought in front of the nobleman. The neighbor went to a tree, took a handful of ashes, which he had brought with him, and scattered them over the tree. But nothing happened. A soft wind blew the ashes right into the nobleman's eyes. He told his servants, "Arrest this fake immediately. He must be put in prison at once." And the wicked neighbor was punished for all the evil things he had done.